Have you noticed that trips to the bathroom have become less frequent and more uncomfortable since you turned 60? You're not alone. The truth is, nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60 struggle with constipation, making it one of the most common digestive complaints I hear about from our wise elderly tips community. But what if I told you that relief doesn't have to come from laxatives or medications? What if the answer to your constipation problems was sitting right in your kitchen all along? Today, I'm going to reveal 6 specific foods that have been scientifically proven to relieve constipation in seniors. These aren't exotic superfoods that cost a fortune, they're affordable, easy-to-find items that can transform your digestive health when consumed regularly. I've personally seen these foods work wonders for thousands of seniors just like you. One woman told me she hadn't had a comfortable bowel movement in 15 years until she started incorporating these foods into her daily routine. Now she calls them her miracle foods. If you've been suffering in silence, feeling embarrassed or frustrated by constipation, this video could be the turning point in your health journey. By the end, you'll know exactly which foods to add to your diet to get things moving smoothly again. I'll also share some surprising misconceptions that might be making your constipation worse without you even realizing it. Before we dive in, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly videos on maintaining your health and independence as you age. And if you've experienced constipation issues, type "relief" in the comments below so I know this information is reaching the people who need it most. Now, let's get into the 6 foods that can help your constipation vanish after 60. Food number 1, prunes, nature's digestive miracle. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old viewer who wrote to me last month. For years, she'd been taking over-the-counter laxatives almost daily, worried she was becoming dependent on them. Her medicine cabinet was filled with different products promising relief, yet nothing provided consistent results. During a routine checkup, her doctor suggested something surprisingly simple, eating just 5 prunes with breakfast each morning. Margaret was skeptical. Could something so basic really work when all those expensive products had failed? But within a week of trying this simple habit, she noticed a dramatic improvement. Within 2 weeks, she had stopped taking laxatives completely for the first time in a decade. So what makes these wrinkled fruits so powerful for our digestive systems? Well, prunes work in multiple ways to combat constipation. First, they're fiber powerhouses, with each prune containing about 1 gram of fiber. This helps add bulk to your stool and pulls water into your digestive tract. But what makes prunes truly special isn't just their fiber content. It's their natural combination of sorbitol and fermentable sugars that create a mild laxative effect. A study published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that prunes can increase bowel movements by an average of 1 additional movement per week and significantly improve stool consistency. That might not sound dramatic, but ask anyone with chronic constipation, and they'll tell you it's life-changing. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I've tried prunes before, and they didn't work for me. Here's what most people get wrong: they eat 1 or 2 prunes once and expect immediate results. Constipation relief through diet isn't about quick fixes, it's about consistency and proper usage. Start with just 2 to 3 prunes daily and gradually increase to about 50 grams, that's approximately 5 to 6 prunes, if needed. If you don't enjoy eating them plain, there are countless ways to incorporate them into your diet. Chop them into your morning oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or try this recipe that many of our viewers swear by: mix equal parts prune juice, chopped prunes, applesauce, and wheat bran. Store this mixture in your refrigerator and have 1 to 4 tablespoons daily. One important tip: if you find that prunes cause gas or bloating, start with an even smaller amount and gradually increase. Your digestive system needs time to adjust to increased fiber intake. While prunes are incredibly effective on their own, they work even better when paired with our next constipation-fighting food, a breakfast staple that you probably already have in your pantry. Food number 2, oatmeal, your cologne's best friend. James, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, had struggled with constipation for years. It seemed like no matter what he tried, relief was always temporary. His morning routine had become dreaded and uncomfortable, often taking up to an hour as he waited and strained with little success. On the recommendation of his grandson, who had watched one of our videos, James started eating a bowl of warm oatmeal for breakfast each day. The change wasn't immediate, but after about 10 days, he noticed something remarkable: his bathroom visits had become predictable and, more importantly, comfortable. At his next appointment, his doctor noticed the improvement in his overall well-being and reduced the medication he'd been taking for related issues. But what makes this simple breakfast so effective against constipation? Oatmeal contains a special type of fiber called beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that acts like a sponge in your digestive system. Unlike insoluble fiber that simply adds bulk, soluble fiber dissolves in water to form a gel-like substance. This allows more water to remain in your stool, making it softer, larger, and ultimately easier to pass. A single cup of cooked oatmeal provides about 4 grams of fiber, helping you work toward the recommended 25 to 30 grams of daily fiber that adults over 60 should aim for. But there's more to oatmeal's constipation-fighting power than just fiber content. The beta-glucan in oats also nourishes the beneficial bacteria in your gut, promoting a healthier digestive system overall. Now, there are several mistakes people make with oatmeal that prevent them from experiencing its full benefits. First, many people reach for highly processed instant oatmeal packets loaded with sugar and artificial flavors. These don't provide the same benefits as traditional oats. Second, they eat oatmeal but don't drink enough water alongside it. Remember, fiber needs water to work effectively. Without adequate hydration, increased fiber intake can actually make constipation worse. For best results, choose steel-cut or rolled oats rather than instant varieties. They take a bit longer to prepare but offer significantly more digestive benefits. If you're short on time in the mornings, try overnight oats. Simply combine oats with milk or a plant-based alternative in a container, add your favorite toppings, and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. By morning, you'll have a delicious, ready-to-eat breakfast that supports your digestive health. To make your oatmeal even more effective against constipation, top it with other constipation-fighting foods. Add sliced prunes, a handful of raspberries, or a sprinkle of chia seeds. And always remember to drink at least 1 full glass of water with your oatmeal to help the fiber do its job. Oatmeal makes a great foundation for your digestive health, but our next food takes fiber content to another level, and it's something you can easily add to soups, salads, and side dishes throughout the week. Food number 3, beans, the digestive system powerhouse. When 65-year-old Robert retired from his manufacturing job, he found himself struggling with a problem he'd never experienced before: chronic constipation. The change in his daily routine, combined with less physical activity, had thrown his digestive system into disarray. After months of discomfort and increasing reliance on over-the-counter remedies, his daughter suggested a simple dietary change: adding beans to just 3 meals a week. At first, Robert was hesitant, concerned about the potential for gas or bloating. But he decided to give it a try, starting with small portions of black beans added to his favorite chili recipe. Within 3 weeks, he noticed something remarkable: his dependence on laxatives had decreased dramatically. After 2 months, he rarely needed them at all. When Robert mentioned this improvement to his doctor, she wasn't surprised at all. Beans contain a powerful combination of both soluble and insoluble fiber, a 1-2 punch for digestive health. While soluble fiber absorbs water and softens stool, insoluble fiber adds bulk and helps waste move more quickly through your intestines. It's like having both a softener and a propellant in one natural food. The numbers speak for themselves. 1 cup of black beans contains approximately 15 grams of fiber, which is nearly half the daily recommendation for seniors. Navy beans offer about 19 grams per cup, while kidney beans and pinto beans provide 11 to 16 grams. Even a modest half-cup serving provides significant fiber benefits. But beans offer something else that's crucial for digestive health: resistant starch. This type of starch isn't fully broken down in the small intestine, so it reaches your colon intact where it feeds beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that nourish your colon cells and improve overall gut function. This makes beans not just a solution for constipation but a comprehensive digestive health food. So why don't more seniors include beans in their diet? The most common concern I hear is about gas and bloating. If this worries you, here's what you need to know: most people experience less gas with regular bean consumption as their digestive systems adapt. The key is to start small and gradually increase your intake. Here are some practical tips for adding beans to your diet without discomfort. First, if using dried beans, soak them thoroughly and discard the soaking water. For canned beans, rinse them well under cold water to remove excess sodium and some of the indigestible sugars that can cause gas. And try adding digestive spices like cumin, fennel, or ginger to bean dishes. These not only enhance flavor but can reduce potential digestive discomfort. Aim for 3 servings of beans per week to start, in portions that your body tolerates well. If you're new to beans, begin with varieties that tend to be easier to digest, like lentils or black beans, before moving on to kidney or navy beans. And remember, consistency is key. Occasional bean consumption won't provide the same constipation relief as regular intake. Some of my favorite easy ways to incorporate beans include adding chickpeas to salads, blending white beans into soups for added creaminess, making a 3-bean chili, or preparing a simple bean dip for snacking with vegetables. Even baked beans, preferably low-sugar versions, can be a delicious way to get your bean benefits. While beans provide substantial fiber, our next food packs even more fiber per ounce, and it's incredibly easy to incorporate into almost any meal or snack without changing your routine dramatically. Food number 4, chia seeds, tiny seeds with mighty power. When Susan, age 73, first heard about chia seeds from her health-conscious grandson, she was skeptical. These tiny black seeds didn't look like much, and at her age, she'd become wary of health food trends that promised miracle results. But struggling with chronic constipation that hadn't responded well to other remedies, she decided to give them a try. She started simply, adding 2 tablespoons to her morning yogurt. The change wasn't dramatic at first, but after about a week, Susan noticed something she hadn't experienced in years. Regular, comfortable bowel movements without straining. 3 months later, chia seeds have become a non-negotiable part of her daily routine. What makes these tiny seeds so powerful for digestive health? Chia seeds are one of the most concentrated sources of fiber available, with about 10 grams of fiber in just 2 tablespoons. That's more fiber than a bowl of oatmeal in just a fraction of the volume. But it's not just the amount of fiber that makes chia seeds special for constipation relief, it's their unique properties. When chia seeds come in contact with liquid, they can absorb up to 12 times their weight in water, forming a gel-like substance. This extraordinary ability serves 2 crucial functions for relieving constipation. First, it helps retain moisture in your digestive tract, making stool softer and easier to pass. Second, the gel-like substance adds significant bulk to your stool, which helps stimulate the intestinal muscles to contract more effectively. Chia seeds also provide a good balance of both soluble and insoluble fiber. The soluble fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria, while the insoluble fiber adds necessary bulk for healthy elimination. Additionally, they contain magnesium, a mineral that helps relax the muscles in your digestive tract and draw water into your intestines. Despite their benefits, many people make mistakes when adding chia seeds to their diet. Some sprinkle dry chia seeds on food without giving them time to absorb liquid, which can potentially worsen constipation as the seeds absorb moisture from your digestive tract instead. Others use too much too quickly, which can cause bloating or discomfort if your system isn't used to high-fiber foods. For best results, start with just 1 teaspoon of chia seeds daily and gradually increase to 1 to 2 tablespoons as your body adjusts. Always ensure they're consumed with plenty of fluid, either by mixing them with water to form a gel before adding to foods or by drinking extra water when you eat them. There are countless ways to incorporate chia seeds into your daily routine. One of the simplest is to make chia water. Add a tablespoon of chia seeds to a glass of water, let it sit for 15 minutes until it forms a gel, and drink it. You may want to add a splash of juice for flavor. You can also add pre-soaked chia seeds to smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal. My favorite method, which many of our viewers have adopted with great success, is overnight chia pudding. Simply mix 2 to 3 tablespoons of chia seeds with a cup of milk, dairy or plant-based, add a touch of honey or maple syrup for sweetness, and refrigerate overnight. By morning, you'll have a delicious pudding-like breakfast that delivers powerful constipation relief. What's particularly wonderful about chia seeds is their versatility. They have virtually no taste of their own, so they take on the flavor of whatever they're added to. This makes them an easy addition to your diet without requiring major changes to the foods you enjoy. While chia seeds provide concentrated fiber, sometimes we crave something fresher and more vibrant, which brings us to our next constipation-fighting food that adds color, flavor, and digestive benefits to your diet. Food number 5, raspberries, delicious digestive support. Martha, at 78, had always maintained an active lifestyle and careful diet. She took pride in her small garden where she grew various vegetables and, her personal favorite, raspberries. Each summer, she enjoyed fresh raspberries daily and even froze batches for the winter months. When she ran out of her frozen supply earlier than expected one winter, she didn't think much of it, until she began experiencing uncomfortable constipation that seemed to appear out of nowhere. During a routine checkup, her doctor asked about recent changes in her diet. When Martha mentioned the raspberries, her doctor explained the connection that Martha had never realized existed between her regular raspberry consumption and her digestive regularity. What makes raspberries so special for constipation relief? While most people associate fiber content with grains or seeds, raspberries are actually fiber superstars among fruits. 1 cup contains an impressive 8 grams of fiber, double the amount found in the same serving of strawberries and more than you'd get in a slice of whole grain bread. This fiber content isn't just high in quantity, it's ideal in quality for digestive health. Raspberries provide a perfect balance of soluble and insoluble fiber, along with natural water content, helping to both soften stool and move it through your system more efficiently. They also contain natural compounds called elagitannins that may help reduce inflammation in the digestive tract, providing additional comfort for sensitive systems. Unlike some high-fiber foods that can be difficult to digest, raspberries deliver their benefits in a form that's gentle on the system. The seeds, while small, provide a mild stimulating effect on the intestines that can encourage movement without causing discomfort. The natural sugars and acids in raspberries also help attract water into the digestive tract, further softening stool. Many people view berries simply as a sweet treat, not realizing their medicinal qualities for digestive health. Others opt for processed berry products with added sugars and preservatives, which don't provide the same benefits as fresh or frozen unsweetened berries. Some also eat them too infrequently to experience their cumulative benefits for regularity. Fresh raspberries are wonderful when in season, but don't overlook frozen raspberries, which are just as nutritious, more affordable, and available year-round. For maximum constipation relief, aim for about 1 cup of raspberries daily, either all at once or divided throughout the day. There are countless ways to incorporate raspberries into your diet. Add a half cup to your morning oatmeal or yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or enjoy them as a naturally sweet dessert topped with a small amount of whipped cream for an occasional treat. If you find that fresh berries cause digestive upset due to their seeds, try them cooked in a warm compote, which can be easier to digest while still providing fiber benefits. For a particularly effective constipation-fighting snack, combine raspberries with chia seeds. Mix a cup of raspberries, fresh or thawed frozen, with a tablespoon of chia seeds and a little honey, then let sit for 15 minutes to form a simple, delicious jam that delivers a powerful dose of fiber. Raspberries provide specialized fiber benefits, but our final recommendation is something that should form the foundation of any constipation-fighting diet, a diverse array of vegetables that support comprehensive digestive health. Food number 6, fresh vegetables, the foundation of digestive health. When Gerald, age 82, reluctantly moved in with his daughter after his wife passed away, he wasn't thrilled about the changes to his routine. He'd grown accustomed to his simple meals, often canned soup or a sandwich for dinner. His daughter, however, insisted on serving vegetables with every meal, much to his initial annoyance. But something unexpected happened over the following weeks. Gerald's lifelong constipation issues, which he'd come to accept as normal in his older years, began to improve. At first, he didn't connect it to the dietary changes. But when he mentioned the improvement to his geriatrician, the doctor wasn't surprised at all. "Those vegetables your daughter's feeding you? That's your medicine," the doctor explained. Fresh vegetables provide a special type of insoluble fiber that adds necessary bulk to stool while also feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut. These bacteria help regulate bowel movements and maintain overall digestive health. Different vegetables offer different fiber profiles. Leafy greens provide one type, while root vegetables offer another. This diversity is key to comprehensive digestive support. Vegetables also deliver crucial micronutrients that support muscle function in the digestive tract. Magnesium in dark leafy greens helps relax intestinal muscles, potassium in sweet potatoes regulates fluid balance, and the vitamin C in bell peppers supports tissue health throughout the digestive system. It's this combination of fiber and nutrients that makes vegetables so effective for constipation relief. Many seniors eat too few vegetables or rely on the same few options repeatedly. The USDA recommends at least 2 to 3 cups of vegetables daily, but studies show that less than 10% of older adults meet this recommendation. Others overcook vegetables, which reduces their fiber content and digestive benefits. Some choose canned vegetables with added sodium, which can actually promote water retention and worsen constipation. For maximum constipation relief, aim for variety. The more diverse your vegetable intake, the more comprehensive the benefit to your digestive system. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, root vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes, and colorful options like bell peppers all provide different types of fiber and nutrients that work together to maintain regularity. I understand that fresh vegetables can sometimes present challenges for seniors. Chopping and preparation may be difficult, and chewing certain raw vegetables might be uncomfortable with dental issues. If preparation is a barrier, consider pre-cut options from the grocery store or using a food processor to make chopping easier. If chewing is difficult, try roasting vegetables until soft, making vegetable soups, or adding them to smoothies. Start with well-cooked vegetables if your system is sensitive, and gradually introduce raw options as tolerated. A simple way to increase vegetable intake is to begin each dinner with a small salad, add vegetables to breakfast omelets, or keep cut vegetables with hummus available for snacking. For those who don't particularly enjoy the taste of vegetables, try roasting them with a little olive oil and your favorite herbs. This brings out their natural sweetness and transforms their texture. Vegetable soups are another excellent option, especially when pureed smooth for those with chewing difficulties. One particularly effective approach is to aim for eating the rainbow. Choose vegetables of different colors each day to ensure you're getting a wide variety of fiber types and nutrients. Red bell peppers, orange carrots, yellow squash, green broccoli, and purple eggplant all contribute different benefits to your digestive system. Now, while we've covered these 6 powerful foods for constipation relief, there's one more critical factor that works alongside them to maximize their effectiveness, and without it, even the highest fiber diet won't work properly. Bonus point: the critical role of water. Imagine trying to move a dry sponge through a tube. It would stick and drag, making progress difficult. Now imagine that same sponge when it's moistened. It slides much more easily. This simple analogy helps explain why water is essential for relieving constipation. Fiber works by absorbing water, which increases stool size and softness. Without adequate water, fiber can actually make constipation worse by creating dry, bulky stools that are even more difficult to pass. As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes, making it easier to become dehydrated without realizing it. Many medications common among seniors also have a dehydrating effect. Some seniors intentionally limit fluid intake due to concerns about nighttime bathroom trips or incontinence, not realizing this practice can contribute significantly to constipation. Experts recommend that older adults aim for about 6 to 8 cups of fluids daily. These fluids don't all have to come from plain water. Herbal teas, clear broths, fruit-infused water, or even high water content foods like watermelon or cucumber all contribute to your hydration status. A practical approach is to start each day with a full glass of water before breakfast, carry a water bottle throughout the day, and have a beverage with each meal and snack. If plain water doesn't appeal to you, try adding a splash of juice, a few cucumber slices, or some mint leaves for natural flavoring. For those concerned about nighttime bathroom trips, try to consume the majority of your fluids earlier in the day, but don't eliminate evening hydration entirely. Your body needs consistent hydration for proper digestive function. I want to take a moment to acknowledge something that isn't discussed enough: the emotional impact of chronic constipation. For many seniors, this isn't just a physical discomfort. It can be embarrassing, isolating, and diminish your overall quality of life. I've received countless letters from viewers describing how constipation has prevented them from traveling, socializing, or participating in activities they love because of fear and discomfort. One woman wrote that she had stopped attending her weekly bridge club, an activity that had given her joy for decades, because she feared having to use the bathroom in her friend's home. Another gentleman shared that he had missed his granddaughter's graduation ceremony because he was in too much discomfort to sit through the event. These stories break my heart because digestive issues shouldn't have to limit your life experiences. But constipation doesn't have to be an inevitable part of aging that you simply endure. By incorporating these 6 powerful foods into your diet, prunes, oatmeal, beans, chia seeds, raspberries, and a variety of fresh vegetables, you're taking control of your digestive health naturally, without becoming dependent on laxatives or medications. This isn't just about physical relief, it's about reclaiming your confidence, independence, and ability to fully engage in the life you want to live. Imagine the freedom of traveling without worrying about digestive unpredictability, or attending social events without the constant discomfort of constipation in the back of your mind. I encourage you to start small. Choose just one of these foods to add to your diet this week. Perhaps begin your day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with raspberries, or add a serving of beans to your lunch. Notice how your body responds, and gradually incorporate more of these foods as you become comfortable with them. Remember, these changes don't happen overnight. Your digestive system may take a few weeks to adjust to increased fiber intake. Be patient with yourself and consistent with these dietary additions. Thousands of seniors have found relief through these natural approaches, and you can too. One final thought: while diet is crucial for maintaining digestive health, don't forget the importance of regular physical activity. Even gentle movement like daily walking helps stimulate intestinal contractions and supports healthy digestion. Combine these 6 foods with regular movement, and you have a powerful strategy for long-term digestive wellness. To review, the 6 constipation-fighting foods we've covered today are: prunes with their natural laxative properties, oatmeal rich in soluble fiber, beans with their dual fiber benefit, chia seeds that form a gel-like substance, raspberries packed with more fiber than most fruits, and a variety of fresh vegetables that support overall gut health. And remember, all these foods work best when paired with adequate hydration throughout the day. I suggest creating a simple meal plan that incorporates at least 3 of these foods daily. Perhaps oatmeal with raspberries for breakfast, a salad with kidney beans for lunch, and roasted vegetables with dinner. Add in some chia seeds in a smoothie or yogurt as a snack, and you've covered 4 of our recommended foods in just one day. Gradually work toward including all 6 regularly in your weekly meal planning. The beauty of these recommendations is that they don't require expensive supplements or complicated regimens, just simple, wholesome foods that have been consumed for generations. These are foods your grandparents probably ate regularly before our diets became dominated by processed convenience foods. Which of these foods do you already enjoy, and which ones might you try adding to your diet this week? Share in the comments below. Your experience might help another member of our community who's struggling with the same issue. Also, do you have other natural remedies that have helped with constipation? I'd love to hear about them. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up so more people can discover these natural solutions. Remember, digestive issues are nothing to be embarrassed about. They're a common health concern that deserves attention and practical solutions. Don't forget to subscribe to Wise Elderly Tips for more practical advice on maintaining your health, independence, and quality of life as you age. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our daily videos on senior health and wellness. Your well-being is our priority, and we're here to support you with evidence-based information that makes a real difference in your daily life. Thank you for watching today. Remember, constipation may be common as we age, but it doesn't have to be your normal. With the right foods and habits, you can enjoy better digestive health and the freedom that comes with it. Stay well, stay active, and I'll see you next week with more tips for living your best life after 60.